will murder you.
We back.
We back.
All wrongs reserved.
A-W motherfucking R.
Goddamn right. Recap and review, along with Oscar the dog here.
Yeah.
We haven't done recap and review in a while, and there's a few reasons for that. Life things happen.
Absolutely.
The story of a small YouTube channel, right? And then also, frankly, the last collab album from Ouija with Triz. We just didn't want to touch that. Because what's the purpose of making a video if you listen to an album and you know it's going to be a bunch of negativity or whatever?
Exactly.
Not towards Ouija or necessarily anyone who produced it, but it just really wasn't for us.
Yeah.
So it felt like it would be obnoxious to do all this, do an hour editing, all that for something we didn't like. But here we have something we're interested in.
Yes.
And I think this would be agreeable to many juggalos that a lot of the collaborative albums that Ouija has done, whether it be with Golden BSP, Ricky Hill, Triz, were good or great in some people's minds, but obviously Ouija was the stronger of the two by an astronomical margin.
Oh, yeah.
On every one.
Little to no debate.
Yeah. And with this one, Anemoia, Papow, with Darby O'Trill, it's just a lot more exciting because it involves someone, also Chapter 17, Darby.
Yep.
And beyond that, someone we've seen live several times and someone we personally enjoy on a solo level.
Oh, yeah.
So excitement was a lot higher for us on this one.
Oh, most definitely.
So out the gate, looking at the track listing here, you start with Kennel Cough. And I thought this was going to be like an intro track.
Yeah,
but in all reality, it's a full straight track out the gate.
Yep, straight track.
No intro and all that. It's just out the gate.
Yep.
And kennel cough is something that dogs get when they stay in a kennel around a ton of other dogs. And I forget whether it's a disease or virus, but either way, it's referencing hound dogs.
Yeah.
In this instance.
Yep.
Hound dog and ass motherfuckers. And for that, I was grateful because I think a lot of things that needed to be said are said on this track.
Oh, yeah.
And from just a musical entertainment perspective, it delivers there as well.
Absolutely.
Look at this damn cat.
Goofball.
Motherfucker. So we're going to play a little bit of it first, and then we'll come back and we'll start talking about the album a little bit as we get into it. So, up first, Kennel Cough.
Kennel Cough.
Anemoia.
Anemoia.
Smoke. None of that weed that you brought, it's a joke. Get about my mix for your ass, get choked. I don't wanna listen to your unreleased song. I ain't saying leave, homie, leave me alone. People I don't know when they always trying to tell me something. Catch me at the show when them bitches trying to sell me something. Pull up like hello, what the fuck is you, Adele or something? Claiming that you down, motherfucker must have fell or something. Shut your ass up. This is not the business opportunity, you looking like a punk. Saying you a juggalo, I'm knowing it's a front. How you show up with that album, no one seen your ass once. Claiming that you down, dog. Been around, dog. Never seen you, bitch, you looking like a hound dog. I remember always getting hated by them other hoes. Nowadays they wanna try to perpetrate a juggalo.
Alright, out the gate, Ouija's verse in Kennel Cough to open Anemoia. It's the beat. I think most of this album, if I'm not mistaken, is produced by Devereaux, but I believe there are 2-3 tracks that are done by Shaggy the Airhead.
Yeah, I believe so.
And the sonic stuff, the beats, the production overall on this album, I think we both agree are fantastic.
Yes,
I'm not going to spoil too much about our opinion, but just starting with Kennel Cough, Ouija's verse is funny to me because it sounds like he's talking to a bunch of people who have probably needed talking to.
Oh yeah.
You know, like the Adele reference. Say, hello, what the fuck is you, Adele or something? Oh, it's such a great reference. And references back to the original Hound Dogs track.
Yeah.
With ICP and Twisted back in the day. I don't blame him at all for how he feels. Like,
I don't ever.
From an AWR perspective, if we were VIP at a Ouija show, let's say I had a new pepper powder blend or something out, what I wouldn't do is go backstage and go, hey man, $10 a pop for my pepper powder. I know you know me. Give me money. I would just be like, hey man, it's vegan. Let me know what you think if you want to.
Right. And,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just toss it to him.
And
like,
it'd be the equivalent of me trying to push like an album or something. Like,
right.
hey Ouija, you know I rap, man. Like, it'd be
I rap, man. Did you know I rap? Did you happen to know I rap?
Yeah, which I love how Ouija touches on that in the song.
Can you imagine for him?
Oh,
his God! Because he has VIPs for like every one of his shows. He must have to encounter a lot of awkward situations. He's backstage, doing all the meet and greets and stuff, and little Pooh Shiesty or whatever comes up to him like, "Hey man, I got an unreleased track," as if that makes it special.
Right?
Will you check it out? Yeah, here you go. And he's like holding it to their ear. Like,
yeah.
And it's gotta be awkward to be like, no.
Right.
Fuck your song. I don't like. I'm busy. I'm at work. For me, this is at work.
Right.
Right. Like, it's got to be awkward. So I think it's better for him and for everyone to just say that publicly.
Yes.
No, I don't want to.
Right.
I don't want to smoke your weed. I don't want to autograph your mom's titty. I don't. Well, maybe he'd do that, but I don't want to hear your unreleased song.
Exactly.
Leave me alone.
Right.
I ain't telling you leave, homie. Just leave me alone.
Yep, straight up.
And as soon as I hit play and heard that, I went, ha ha ha. He's on his shit. Yeah. That's my favorite Ouija right there. Now, Darby's verse. Let's touch on a little bit of that. Here's some of that. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Juggalo. I know I'm a clown, bitch. I do my own pain. You don't like it, you can lick my juggalo tank. Look up at the sky, see the moon, that's my home base. Here's a handshake, hands round your neck till your throat break. What you want an autograph with your hound dog and ass? Remember when you called me trash? It don't makes me wanna laugh. Are we friends now? Are we been down? It was all jokes, y'all just internet clowns. You was talking crazy, but you say you love me face to face. Let me sign my name into your forehead with the razor blade. Really about this wicked shit, you a bitch when I made the same. Fuck a picture, this plate to the gut, this all you'll take today. Claiming that you down, dog. Been around, dog. Never seen you, bitch, you looking like a hound dog. I remember always getting hated by them other hoes. Nowadays they wanna try to perpetrate a juggalo.
Alright, so before we talk about Darby's verse here real quick, I want to say one or two more things about Ouija. The general premise of Hound Dog, I've thought for, like I said earlier, I thought for a long time how awkward that must be for him, because I think he's pretty inherently a nice guy. He always been to us and other folks we know.
Oh yeah.
However, there's got to be a certain point, if I put myself in his shoes, right, where I go, okay, 5, 6, 7 years ago, none of y'all knew my motherfucking name, gave a shit, this, that. And while success is part of what earns you respect in music, and that's therefore understandable from the fans' perspective, it's also quite easy for, if I was him, to say, I've been around for like, making music for like 15, I don't know, I think it's 15 plus years. He's been doing this since the late 2000s. Yeah, so where you would feel a little bit of you'd just be kind of like, tell me again how great I am. And your 10 years of Facebook hating ass before that. We are all the chapters, dude. In the intro.
All the pages.
Well, we are all the pages, but we are not all the chapters. It is one individual chapter. Yep. Now, Darby. Okay, this dude has, first of all, Creek. His first album on Chapter 17. It had songs I loved, and it had songs I could leave or take, meaning I'd feel neutral towards them. Right. But live, we have always said he's phenomenal.
He's so amazing live. So great.
And secondly, he's great at hooks.
Yes.
Super great. And he can change his voice in about 3 or 4 different areas.
Which he showed a lot on Anemoia.
Yeah, on this album. However, with that said, his bars, his rapping game, has clearly come up.
Yes.
In a big way.
I believe the word we used earlier was refined.
Yeah, refined when we were talking about it in the car.
Yep.
And if you don't like it, you can lick my Juggalo tank.
So good.
It's quality shitting.
Yeah.
It's quality shitting. Anything else you want to add with Darby here? Because I knew with these collab albums, every time I know Ouija's going to do his thing, it's going to be great.
Of course.
But the other person is there, and they're either going to deliver or make it suck for me, or somewhere in the middle.
Right.
And Darby gave me my highest hopes when I saw it being, announced and pushed, etc. Thus far, again, only one song in. Delivery.
The delivery is good, and for me, I really loved how Darby, he took the approach of, oh, you've always been down? Like, nah, you were saying I was an internet clown, you were talking all this shit, saying this and that, and now you're trying to, I love the line he said, carve the name into the forehead.
Yeah, he said, you want an autograph? Let me carve it into your forehead with my razor blade.
Yeah, I love that line.
Yeah, which is a play on a bar he did just a couple bars earlier.
Yep.
Fucking great. So Kennel Cough for me is two of them.
I'd agree there.
Two of them. Now,
right out the gate. Set the album off real well.
Sets the tone.
Yes, there we go.
Sets the tone. Sets the fucking tone. Now, next, Waffle House Warlocks.
Whew.
Now, from a track name perspective as a Juggalo, I don't think it's possible not to like that song and go, well, what's that about? So, without further ado, Waffle House Warlocks, and we'll be right back at you.
We'll be back, y'all.
Burned out like a bando on the night of 10:30. Every morning I wake up and my fucking head's hurting. A fortune cookie told me that I will be dead early, but that's been the agenda, so I ain't a bit worried. Smoking on the jam, my Shadow West, if it could hit that. All my friends are ghosts like I've been living up at Whipstaff. I ain't kill myself cause I know that my cat would get sad. The devil's after me, but I ain't running from his bitch ass. I've been dead all my life. I've been dead, and I'll be dead till I die. I've been dead, I've been dead all my life. I've been dead, and I'll be dead till I die. I've been dead, I've been dead all my life. I've been dead, and I'll be dead till I die.
So back to what we were saying a few minutes ago with Darby. He is so good at hooks.
Oh, dude. Yeah, dude.
He has this thing with his voice where he can go kind of to like a, I wouldn't say a higher, I guess higher pitch would be accurate, but a higher pitch, and then he has like a mid-range, which I think is probably his more natural, and then he has a super deep level he can go to. And it seems like this dude was just invented to spit fire hooks.
Oh, absolutely.
Because this, I've been dead all my life. I've been dead. And I'll be dead till I die. It has a really great ring to it.
Yeah, it's nice and melodic.
Yep, Devereaux on this beat. Devereaux always comes with really funky fucking noises and sounds that somehow, when put together with timing, create a fantastic beat.
Especially over those 808s that Devereaux always does.
Yeah.
Like, he always, even if it's more melodic, more higher in tone, kind of a different tone, he still leads it well with some nice 808s underneath it.
Yeah, it's sonically pleasing.
Yeah.
It's we always try to listen to albums when we first review them in the car, because it gives you a sense and feeling that is hard to get with just a speaker in a living room. It's just different. Like, we can do that, and we do that as we are right here. As soon as we hit pause, we're listening to it, right?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
listening to it in the car is like the ultimate test of where this thing's gonna go for us.
Oh, yeah.
And so far, again, pass. Darby, again, humorous, yet serious.
Yep.
And next up, Ouija's verse, and then we move on.
Yeah.
So, again, it is
Waffle
House Warlocks. And Ouija Mac's about to hit the microphone. Hit it, Ouija.
Maggots in my underwear, a couple crawling up my eyes. I don't wonder why, bitch, I'm dead. Maybe you should die. Running with the hatchet, it get tragic when it's utilized. Put that to your cabbage, after that you getting crucified. Dead beat dads, let your baby mama supervise. Nails going through your eyes. Bitch, you getting euthanized. Stupefied. Every day I wake up from a suicide. Ouija in the back, gas packed like a fuselage. I'ma put my hatchet through your skull. It be beautiful. Fucking brilliant. But you never had that view before. Rising out your body on the floor. It's unusual. No, you won't mold, but that's how she wrote. Then I put a bullet in my skull. It be wonderful. It ain't shit. This is typical. Barrel to my dome. How it's perfectly cylindrical. Guess I'm good to go.
I've been dead, I've been dead all my life. I've been dead, and I'll be dead.
Bam. So with this one, Ouija there on Waffle House Warlocks, there's certainly a tone I've noticed in this album, and that is talking. He's not responding directly, you know, Playboy, the girl, hoe, whatever, with his diss track, and Cody Manson with his. He doesn't seem to be like, you know, he's not name dropping and stuff, but there seems to be a lot of addressing.
Oh yeah,
haters and hound dogs.
Yep. Within
this record.
Yeah, and it's like he makes it. Again, like you said, he makes it clear, but he's not naming names, but he's talking his shit.
Well, if you're within this Juggalo world, like, you can kind of put two and two together.
Oh, for
with
sure.
a lot of it. And I think there's this, when you reach kind of the level that Ouija's at, it does more harm than good. Like, it helps the person if you name drop them, not you.
Right.
And by not name dropping them, but slaughtering them, I mean, if you know, you know.
Yep.
It's one of those, right? Now, this verse, there's nothing particular about it that stands out as far as a person that you would think of or whatever. But lyrically and the timing, for me, the timing in particular, this funky Devereaux beat, Ouija Macc is right on top of it. This sounds like easy work for him.
Oh, yeah.
To me, this sounds like easy work for him. That doesn't mean it's boring. It doesn't mean that it's overly simple. It just sounds like something Ouija would roll out of bed and say to you anyway.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And you?
Rhythmically, it's like, it almost reminds me of, it's going to sound a little corny, but it almost reminds me of how a tap dancer moves along with a beat. Like, Ouija is quite literally tap dancing on the beat, making it so smooth rhythmically, like a fucking tap dancer.
No, that's not corny at all. That's just on point. Funny enough, boxers, a lot of the time, professional fighters, take tap dancing for their footwork, as we saw earlier tonight at UFC 300.
That's right.
You could tell who's learned a little tap dancing and who is a flat-footed motherfucker. Get knocked out. Anyway, yeah, it's rhythmically pleasing. He's on time all day, and it's something. I mean, I'll just say this: when I gave my first listen to at midnight when this came out, I got the 2-3 tracks in, and I was like, okay, this is the collab one we've been really wanting.
Oh yeah,
you and I.
Yeah, and I felt the same at work when I got to this exact track. I was like, all right, this is really good.
It's on pace and point.
Yes, exactly. It lit my Friday up. I was like, yes, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's the type of thing that makes us excited to talk about an album.
Oh yeah,
and you got to give us something to do that. Look, if we try to do recap and review of every single thing that came out, I think we would get a little drained, and so would the audience for that matter.
Oh, for sure.
But Anemoia, the way they presented it, pushed it before its release, the two guys it is, Ouija Macc, Darby O'Trill. If you're a Juggalo and this doesn't get you excited, I don't think nothing will.
Exactly.
You might be dead, and you might be dead until you die, but this will wake you up. That's for sure. Like a straight shot of Juggalo caffeine.
Yeah.
So next, after Waffle House Warlocks, DARKMOON Talisman.
Yes.
Now that title alone, DARKMOON Talisman, I thought, well, this beat's got to go somewhere interesting at the very least. Let's see if that's the case. Hit him with some Darby, DARKMOON Talisman. Hit it, Bryce.
Yeah.
Demons in my head, they playing hockey with my brain. I'm only taking meds because I'm thought to be insane. The chemicals ain't working, they just rotting out my veins. I'm always on my own cause no one wanted me to stay. I'll get on my way, don't wanna dull your sunny day. I've been sipping liquor nigga popping perkies for the pain. I've been smoking junk that can barely see through the haze. I've been talking to my woadies from beyond the grave. 17 tabs and they melt in my mind. Baby, I'm fried, but I'm doing just fine. When I'm close to death is when I feel alive. Late night walks to the other side. 17 tabs and they melt in my mind. Baby, I'm fried, but I'm doing just fine.
So, Darkmoon Talisman.
Yeah.
Starting off, of course, with the verses is the one and only Darby O'Trill.
Yep.
He, you know, as you've pointed out, has kind of like 3 different registers he can do, which are uniquely distinct.
Yeah.
And his verse here, there's nothing in my mind that particularly stands out as far as like super hard bars or lyrics, but it fits melodically really, really well.
Yes.
And then Ouija comes in and takes over, and that, I think, takes it to another level. But again,
Yeah.
I have to give Darby such fucking large amounts of credit here in that he is clearly a guy who can do hooks in his sleep.
Oh, yeah, it seems like it comes just so easy for him, especially what we've heard so far. Like,
Well, and in his other music and other stuff, I mean, he's been good at that. But it is so fucking extra on point with this record, and it's been something I think we've both found sonically pleasing with this Devereaux beat, which has this kind of, like you said, darker sound.
yeah.
But dark isn't even the only word to describe it. I'm trying to go in my bag of words here, vocabulary, and I just can't come up with one. But funky, too.
Yeah.
You know, dark and funky, and it's on point. It's staying with kind of the theme of Anemoia from the gate with this record, and really that just brings you into another territory with him and his abilities and listenability. I mean, I've liked him, and we've been huge fans of him live.
Oh, yeah.
But now I'm interested a whole lot more in what he has with the future, because as an artist, for the listener, you have to keep people engaged. Music demands that.
Oh, absolutely.
Music demands that you keep fans engaged, and that is definitely what we got going down at Chapter 17.
Oh, yeah.
Ouija is just a non-stop fucking machine.
Oh, yeah. And Darby, you know, going back to that
Yeah.
tap dancing analogy, Darby, he tap dances within the rhythm for those hooks. He nails it
Yeah.
each time.
Yeah, no, it's a real skill of his. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
real skill of his. So I fucking salute the guy.
Yes,
It's not
absolutely.
not everyone can do that, man.
Yeah, oh, no.
There's been plenty of great rappers who are vocally, you know, legends and all this and that, but can't write hooks to save their life, or they're mediocre, whatever the case may be. And he's now at a point, Darby, where I feel like his rapping, raw bars, are matching his hook qualities.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
to me, that's really exciting for the music he has going forward and where we are right now with Anemoia.
Oh, yeah.
In the grinder, acid in the binder, Lucy in the sky. I think I got to find her. What I'm sipping, no, this isn't apple cider. Ayahuasca got me puking on designer. Step into the mirror with me, dog. It's a dream. Sometimes it be scary, homie. Take a sip of lean. 17 tabs got me walking on a beam. About to stick my nugget in that guillotine.
17 tabs and they melt in my mind. Baby, I'm fried, but I'm doing just fine. When I'm close to death is when I feel alive. Late night walks to the other side. 17 tabs and they melt in my mind. Baby, I'm fried, but I'm doing just
So, as I had hoped, as I had wished and wanted, I was right. The beat had to be funky
Yeah.
as fuck
Yep.
with a track name like that.
And quite literally dark sounding, just like in the
Yes.
title of the track.
It's dark sounding, but it has these like uplifting notes in it, which also attach to some of the lyrics. Nugs in the grinder, acid in the binder. Lucy in the Sky, I think I'd like to find her. Great reference to Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds by the Beatles.
Yes.
Which, you know, it's funny. My mom, she's of that era. She's 73 years old, born in 1950.
Yep.
Massive Beatles fan, and she tries to swear to this day that Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds is about Paul McCartney's niece. It's not about acid.
I've heard that story too, and I'm like, I don't know about that.
Well, two things can be true at the same time.
That is true as well.
No, dude, this one is a fucking straight trip. From the lyrics, what they're talking about, to the beat. It is so fitting.
Yes.
And fun. Now, you and I aren't the type to be out on 17 tabs of acid every night or every weekend for that matter. But you and I musically get down like that big time.
Yeah.
And Nugs in a grinder, you better believe your boy. I do put it on down. Mm-hmm. So, like, what add something to it. I mean, other than what I just said with Ouija's verse. I will say one more thing. The Darby, again, on the hook, delivers. Which you're about to get, and then his verse.
And you actually started to go into what I was going to say. I feel like Darby, in contrast, not quite contrast, but we get a slight switch up where Darby goes into that like mid, slight lower register with the hook, with the melodic singing that he does. And again, it's very fitting to the song because, again, it's, you know, darker sounding along with Devereaux's production. Yeah,
the production quality on this one is certainly... like, take away the lyrics and all that, the production quality on this particular collab album is already just where we are here now. Is my favorite out of any of them.
Yeah, I agree.
And I know we got some Shaggy the Airhead on here too. And look, man, producers get better too.
Oh, absolutely.
So, I mean, Devereaux's been great, but this is one of my favorites, off top.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Top. The DARKMOON Talisman has been one of my favorites. Now, next after DARKMOON Talisman, like we said, Nugget Bowling is one we're looking forward to.
Oh, yes.
So, some Nugget Bowling, then we'll come back and talk about it.
Yeah.
Nugget Bowling, motherfucker. Strike!
Okay, here we go, bitch, I'm coming for your dome. When we let your ass live, that's a no. Mobbing with the click, and we thick when we roll. One thing I can say is for sure. Shorty give me head, then her head got to go. How the fuck else am I supposed to nugget bowl? Chop that bitch off, then I let that thing go. Bitch, I got the high scope, pluck the eyes out, then I throw. Best way to get a grip on the skull. Bouncing down the lane, got a split in this hole. And it's funny, that's exactly what just happened to a throat. That body boy get the bread. Chopper 17 with the shed. What's that? Got a severed head. We be nugget bowling with the clip.
So out the gate, Nugget Bowling. You could say this is Bowling Balls, the modern version.
Yeah, and that's what I thought of out the gate.
And also, it has, to me, elements of old school 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah, I can totally hear
in the sound here. I also really, both of them, Ouija has a few, and then Darby has a few. I appreciate the actual bowling references.
Yes.
As someone who bowled all throughout middle school, high school, my 20s, had... just under 200 average for several years in a row. A bowler, if you will. You can testify.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Your boy can bowl. I appreciate the split reference.
Yeah.
And then Darby has a reference where he talks about bowling in a 330, which is impossible because the highest score you can bowl is a 300 in bowling. But the way he sets it up, and you'll hear in just a minute, is really clever about having like a turkey after the 10 frame fact. So I like that they actually took the time to think about bowling itself.
Yes.
Darby has some bars about removing the spinal cord so that the nugget bowling ball rolls smoothly.
Yeah.
And using the nose hole for a thumb hole instead of the mouth, like modifying the ball.
Yeah.
So I just like everything about this song. I love the bowler in me, the juggalo in me.
Yeah.
The beat here. What do you got on it?
So the beat again, kind of adding to that funkiness. I love how it's almost on par with bowling balls from ICP back in the day in a way where it's like
from Hell's Pit.
Yeah, from Hell's Pit, where it's still like dark in a way, but it's still funky and makes you bob your fucking head.
Right, funky and funny.
Yes, exactly.
To boot.
Right, like, and even the line that I laugh every fucking time I hear it. It's in Ouija's verse. Shorty, give me head, then her head gotta go.
Yes,
I love that shit.
Yes.
It gives me
Shorty, give me head, then her head gotta go.
I love it.
Oh man. We can't help it. Alright, Nugget Bowling. Let's play a little bit more of that. Just a little bit more of a taste. And then we'll be on to Juggalunatic, but a little bit more Nugget Bowling.
Yes.
We'll be right back at you. Bam!
Hopping up out of the wagon, the hatchet slashing at the neck. The less hair that they got, the better. So I am collecting skinheads. Me, I cut the nose off, put my thumb in there instead. Remove what is left of the spinal cord so that the nugget will roll the best. Your life will not be spared, but they'll be rolling me a spare. I only bowl with human domes, nothing else can be compared. When the skin falls off and they're far beyond repair, I'll go and get a new one. Fuck it, go and get a pair. Pull up with two balls like a nutsack. This turn I got a split like a butt crack. The alley wasn't ready for a bloodbath, but chapter 17 is all about that. I just got the turkey with the head of an attorney, brains leaking down the lane as the ball goes on its journey. My backup is the noggin of the leader of the clergy. God must be with him, cause I just bowled me a clean 30 blast.
Buddy boy, get the bread.
Alright, so again, Nugget Bowling, really the second coming of bowling balls.
Oh yeah.
Like we said, the bowling references, I think I'll appreciate that in a way that many won't, but it's there.
Yep.
And again, like I said, it has this element of like old 3-6 Mafia shit that I just fucking love. And this album, so from where we started to where we are, like what is it, 5-6 tracks in, something like that, it's maintained my attention. There's
same.
Okay, with collab albums, and this isn't just exclusive to Ouija or Darby. With these type of collab albums, it's more likely than not you'll have skippables.
Oh,
it just happens. It just does. And thus far, it's been cover to cover for me, where I wouldn't.
Yeah, and I'd agree.
I wouldn't skip it.
Yeah.
Now, the next song, Juggalunatic. Juggalunatic, which I want to say is, what is it? No, it's 5. Okay, so we've done 4, now we're on 5. Juggalunatic. Give me your thoughts first. You go first.
Oh, man. So right out the gate with that guitar. Oh my God!
Some like hard rock up in the mix.
Yes, I when I did my initial listen, it blew me away. I was like, oh, okay, I see where they're gonna go with this track and really ramp up the energy. I mean, the energy's already been fairly high, but they really took it another level with the guitar right out the gate on this one.
I entirely agree. Let's play the beginning of the track and then probably the start of or most of Ouija's verse out the gate there, and then we'll come back, talk about it a little bit more, because we want to give you some example. So, Juggalunatic.
Juggalo shit, no fucking with this. I'm rusty shit, throw up in your ring. They're magic when they curse you in your pick. Twist on your neck, let the lid of the chemicals clean up with fabuloso, feed your skin to the animals.
Creep around that corner quick, then I'm popping shit. Then I dip, I ain't about to leave no evidence. Ain't no hesitance, brain spraying ligaments. Left his head half gone like a pessimist. Juggalunatic.
Forever shuffle and cover your body in mortar. Mud, blood, and splattered brain stains all on my corn shirt. Stupid fucker, you got all your guts on my George shirt. Hey, Ouija, how about you show his friend how your torch works?
You know who you fucking with and what you gonna get. Oh, you don't? Well, I guess that's unfortunate. Burn your face off with this little torch I lit. Then your crispy ass forehead getting split. Juggalunatic.
So like we said, you get like hard rock out the gate.
Yes.
Which is then uniquely blended with the hip hop beat itself, and you also get Darby at his probably higher end of register, not ultimately his highest, but higher end. He has an ability to fluctuate his voice, which is really fucking dope.
Yeah, to go from high to that low that we get, like almost instantly.
And the theme kind of maintains. It's hard. It's in your face. It's addressing a lot of haters, but without being like over the top. We get it, dude. You're addressing your hate. There's a balance when you address haters, giving them too much energy, too little, and that's a hard fucking balance. I mean, I'm not a rapper, but I could imagine there are times where I would probably just want to chew on a motherfucker for like a whole record straight. But you have to keep it unique. It's music, therefore it has to keep entertainment value and stuff like that. And that first verse, it's like 8 bars. I don't know exactly how many bars, but it's like half and half. So you get like Darby out the gate, and then Ouija too, which is super fresh, and I like that change up. And then it goes on to more Ouija and then back again. Yeah, which I and then the hook, Darby. Yes, bro, this dude, hook master.
Yes, sir.
Force up, force down on the hooks for Darby.
Oh, yeah.
Hook master.
And going back to what you said about the split verses, I always enjoy that because it almost not that Ouija and Darby don't have chemistry. I think they naturally do. But in a situation where the verses are, 8 bars and 8 bars, it really forces you to have chemistry, the other person has to go off. The other person has to work off each other. So I think the way that they did that, they absolutely went into cohesive over mode, if you will.
Yeah, no, absolutely, that's true. When you're doing, even if it isn't like pitching and catching bars where it's just bar for bar, even if it's 8 and 8 or whatever, 6, 6, and then whatever, you do have to start where the other guy left off in a way. Yeah, in some sense. Otherwise, it's like that doesn't make sense. Right. It just has a sound that just doesn't make sense to the ear. And so if you're going to do it, you got to do it right. And they absolutely do with JUGGALUNATIC. Yes. Now, next on the list, I believe we have one of my personal favorites on the album, Kidney Stones. Ooh. Kidney Stones. So let's play a little bit of Kidney Stones, and then we'll be back at you. And hopefully neither one of us will have kidney stones by the time we return. Hit it.
Yeah.
Promise something you don't want. Pull up on the fuck boy, suck up on his fucking head. Hold you quiet now, what's up with all of that shit you said? Hopping in the trenches with my brother Dev. We gon' get it all until there's nothing left. May we going up, but I stay a scrub. Silver teeth, the flex in the trailer park that I'm from. I know I'm bizarre, I don't get no fucks. I feel dead inside, maybe I have lived enough. I just lit the blood, mix a little liquor up. What is in my cup? Ain't no fucking minute, bruh. Mind your business, bruh. Don't make me piece you up. I was just a kid when I found out what the demon was. The reaper speaking to me, she tell me to do what I must. Angel love that be the only entity that I trust. She got me down this wicked path of suffering and violence. Death is in my head, I'll fuck your life up. Set it off, motherfucker, let's see what you really are. I can promise something you don't want. Set it off, motherfucker, let's see what you really are.
Kidney Stones on Anemoia by Darby O'Trill and Ouija Macc. Let me tell you this. Straight up, this is probably my favorite verse of Darby O'Trill's, of his catalog since joining Chapter 17. He is fucking on fire on this one. Oh, yeah. And we talked about how he has 3 distinctive registers he hits with his voice. This is the really deep one in the, ha 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 ha, in the chorus. And then it's the, like, medium higher of the two during his verse. Oh, yeah. And again, shitting on haters, stuff like that. What sticks out to you out the gate?
So for me, kind of piggybacking off of what you said a little bit, not only does he go in that deeper tone, it almost seems like he in the not the chorus, well, chorus/hook, and that specifically, it almost sounds like a choir of all these different tones.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Especially of course, any old school Juggalo will think back to "Ha Ha 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 Ha" by Twisted from Wicked. Wish I Could Kill Every Day, their 20, I believe, 9 or 10 album. But we ain't here for that shit. It's like taking something and Febrezing it.
Yeah.
And in a good way with some rot. Some Febreze rot. Febreze, new blend, rot. I love it. I absolutely love it. This was, and I know I told you this when we listened to it in the car. This is one of my favorite tracks on the whole record.
It's up there for me.
First of all, the beat. So God, someone will nail it in the comments. But there's a significant portion of this beat that is from, I want to say, Dead Zone on Detritus. It's one of the tracks on there. It's not an exact copy and paste, but it's done by, both are done by Devereaux, and it sounds like a really creative recycling of a specific sound.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I cannot think of...
I know, it's gonna drive me fucking crazy, man. I think it's Dead Zone. It could be Rich Boy Pack. I think it's Dead Zone, but Devereaux has a unique ability as a producer to take a singular idea and create 3 others out of it.
Absolutely, and to
which a good producer should be able to do, but it's just far and few between these days.
And I think to go off what you're saying about that signature sound that is from, we're gonna go with Dead Zone for now until someone corrects us in the comments.
Yeah, I know as soon as I hear it, it'll be like instantaneous to me, but I just can't pull it off the top of my brain right now. It's on Detritus though.
Yeah, it's always dope when you know a producer well enough to know, like, oh shit, that's their signature sound, or oh, that's a signature element of their beats.
Right.
And
right.
Devereaux and Shaggy the Airhead are great at having that signature sound that Jugs know immediately off top.
Right away.
Yeah.
And that's, part of Chapter 17 isn't just the rappers, but the production. That includes Shaggy the Airhead, Devereaux, select few others, but he's mostly got DJ Chunk, of course.
Yep.
His crew, and they do what they do, and they do it well.
Yep, exactly.
So I think we'll play out a little bit more of that track, Kidney Stones, and then we'll bring you right back here to talk about The Trees Have Eyes.
Ooh, yes, one of my favorites.
Yep, I know it is.
Yeah.
I know it is. So a little bit more Kidney Stones, The Trees Have Eyes, and then we'll be back talking with you. Play it!
Probably kill you and your ugly bitch too. But you're so pathetic, I want you to have to live through everything you did and how that shit gonna affect you. Nobody respect you, you running out the headroom. Ego got your head blown up like a balloon, dummy. Bitch, your whole clique marching to the same doom. Wrap your body in the carpet, sucker, look like a cocoon. May they find your fucking bones at the bottom of a lagoon. Underwater tomb, acting like a tough guy. You ain't fooling anybody, try to bully me. You gon' end up with your body soggy, picking on the meat. Get your bitch ass beat, stomp teeth through your cheek. You won't eat for a week. We just still the kid who went to school with dirty clothes. Baggy as a motherfucker, OG gave me those. Busters made fun of me, turning up their nose. Now I got a hatchet in my hand and here it goes.
Set it off, motherfucker, let's see what you really are. I can promise trauma something you don't want. Set it off, motherfucker, let's see what you really are. I creep deep within the wilderness, ducked off in the cave. I do not want to be involved with anyone in the human race. If they choose to follow me, then the doom awaits. Cause I'll take a massive rock or log and smash it through their face. I'm more or less a silent guy, but can be the violent type when people overreact cause they're scared and frightened by my kind. I just wanna be alone, so stay the fuck away from me. Get too close and I might decide that I have to break your knees. Rip off your nose and take your teeth. Crush your bones beneath my feet. Shove my porcupine friend up your ass and hang you from a tree. Keep that camera out my face, bitch, I'm trying to take a shit. Or else tonight I might make a dish that has your brains in it. Stay the fuck up out the woods. Don't come around here, don't come around here, don't come around here. Come around here, don't come around here, don't come around here.
In the leagues where I sleep, been that way for centuries. I could never tell you all the secrets hid between the trees. Yo, I can smell a sucker on the breeze. Do not try to look for me, got all of my necessities. Throwing rocks at your cabin, boulder for the nugget bash, and sharpen stick for the stabbing. In the woods, shit can happen. Grab your limbs like a twig, it's that easy. I just snap them, catch a motherfucker camping, can't control my laughing. Wait until you ain't awake. I'ma trap you in your sleeping bag and throw it in the lake. Chase you till your ankles break. Probably should've stayed away. What the fuck I'm trying to say? Stay the fuck about the woods.
Don't come around here, don't come around here, don't come around here. Don't come around here, don't come around here, don't.
Alright, so we gave you a little more of Kidney Stones there, which is one of our personal favorites, into a next personal favorite of ours as well. That being The Trees Have Eyes.
Stay the fuck about the woods. Don't come around here. Don't come around here.
See how terribly we just did that, and yet Darby O'Trill had no problem. He was like, fuck auto-tune, I got it. See, I sound like I'm dying. That's not right.
Between him and Kyle Combs, man, I'm like, I can't get my voice that deep. I have to wake up first thing in the morning to get my shit that deep.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And then probably drink some bleach on top of it to really get there. We don't recommend anybody drink bleach. Take Anemoia. It'll help. So, man, look, the last few songs, in my opinion, these will be songs that at future tours go hard as fuck for the pit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that is shit I will be... Well, I won't be throwing bows, but... Well, I'll be throwing bows, just... Look out, miss... Look out, sir. Look out, miss. Look out, sir. No, stay the fuck up out the woods. It just gets me fucking going, dude. Yeah. Just it's straight track that gets you fucking going. And again, the Darby reaching several different registers, really brings him into this album in a way that we didn't get from. And look, we're not hating on Golden BSP. We're not in my foreskin. We're not hating on you, Ricky. We're not hating on you. You know what? I'm hating on Triz. I am publicly hating on Triz. Triz, you're not very good. Please don't do it again. Thank you. Ouija, thank you for moving on along. Anyway, back to the album at hand. The last 2-3 songs are absolute tracks that, like he said to us when we were at the Revelation store, I see AWRs in the house. Get in the pit, motherfuckers. Yep. Well, if you drop that, I'll be in there. Yeah. You better believe it.
I'll even put my glasses aside. I'll get my big ass in there.
Yeah, you better believe it. Yeah. So those ones are just fucking gold. Sage Allergy. I remember seeing this track and the name of it and thinking, well, there's a few things that could happen here. They could diss hippies. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
They could be hippies. That would also be funny. Or it could be something totally different. Let's see what we get out of Sage Allergy. Interesting name for a song.
It is.
Sage Allergy. Let's see what if it keeps the role of being the like pit bangers we've got in the last 2-3 songs with this record.
Well, there was one thing we forgot to mention about the good old Trees Have Eyes track there. The surprise feature to me, because I didn't see it on Spotify, Violent J on the third verse.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's why I was like, wait a minute, we're missing one more thing.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So Jay on this, with this newer stuff, thank you. Before we get on to the next one, Jay, before we go to Sage Allergy, remember You're Dead?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That shit on, what was it, Stale Wind? Yeah. Yeah, Stale Wind. Yeah, Stale Wind.
Yeah.
Was so fucking fire.
Oh,
and I remember thinking, how does Violent J, now 51, fit with a more modern style to music, particularly in his own world of Juggalo music?
Right.
That's extra interesting to me.
Oh, yeah.
So, why don't we play some of that Violent J verse and let people hear that and think for themselves, Mike?
Yeah.
And then we'll come back to Sage Allergy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Some Violent J. Here it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Back.
Hiding out inside an old hollowed out tree. People lonely bitches hiking the trail. Know about me, face covered totally in mud. Clown paint design. This bitch is mine because it's crossbow time. That's when it happened. Woke up napping. Must have passed out from the joy of her neck snapping. Almost sounded like mumble fireworks cracking. Got me so excited, damn near had me toe tapping. Woke up again. Was it all just a dream? I'm naked in these woods and these mosquitoes, yo, they mean I'm used to it. Come out here camping, use fluid. Leave your corpse for the bears to put some shoes to it. Shoes to it. Shoes to it.
Speaking of toe tapping and tap dance, Violent J there with that lyric. He gets in his bag. This is certainly a sound from Violent J lyrically, his voice, etc. that reminds me of probably 12 years ago, 14 years ago, something like that. Some of the Forgotten Freshness 3 stuff, like It.
Oh yeah.
I fucking love it. Also the irony of him mentioning toe tapping. He's storytelling of being in the woods and a crossbow and doing what Jay does best, man. Like, it doesn't disappoint. It certainly doesn't disappoint.
Yeah, it was a welcome surprise to hear that because, again, at least I don't know if Apple Music showed it.
It doesn't. I don't think it shows it as him.
Really?
Featuring. Nope.
Yeah, because Spotify didn't either, and I was like, wait, oh shit, Jay's on? Yeah, wow. Yeah, Spotify didn't show it either. I was like, shit, Jay's on this?
That might have been a surprise, you know?
Yeah.
Little treat, little snack.
And knowing how much the boys got love for him, I mean, all the jugs, but them especially, I could see them wanting to be like, yeah, we gonna make this a surprise, motherfuckers.
Sneak it in there. Yeah, because he's not listed here either, and I bought it. Get Anemoia up the charts, folks. Fucking buy it.
Get it up there.
Run it up there. However you listen to music, just run it up.
Yeah, buy it, stream it.
Yep, all of it. So that. I'm so glad you reminded me. I clearly almost forgot that shit. Now, next with Anemoia, I believe we are at, like we said, Sage Allergy.
Yeah.
Before you so correctly corrected me. So, Sage Allergy, we're going to hit you with a little bit of that, and then we'll talk about it when we come back.
Yeah.
I don't wanna smell that shit. Let's go. Fall into the shade in the cut where the demon stayed. Murder this away. Shoulda never ever shown your face. Nothing left to say. Homie, what the fuck you gon' say? Infinite decay. Chop a spray. You get blown away. Fell into the mist. I ain't been the same since. All in the abyss. Probably thought it was a myth. Listening to demons. I'm developing a gift. I can hear them better with that blend up to my lips. Smoke till a motherfucker can't see. Nothing but that red, I'm blasting everyone against me. Squeezing till that motherfucker clicking and it's empty. Don't be burning sage up in my presence, it offends me.
Despite all my rage against a machine, I'm still just a rat in a cage who's unclean. Life is a virus, we carry disease. Spit in my face when you're burying me. I look into the mirror and see someone I don't recognize. Sometimes I want to kill myself in hopes to live a second life. The faces I see in the smoke, they hypnotize and mesmerize. I'm a walking void, a human who has nothing left inside. I was halfway through a jump when the woman in red arrived. She extended her hand and pulled me deep into the echo side. I took a hit, took a trip. I ain't never smoked no shit like this. Sanity slipped, I can't get a grip. Watching the black hole sun eclipse. As I drift, the sky drifts. I lost track where my mind is. I now exist within the pit. Jump to my lips, I can now hear the witch.
Yay.
Sage Allergy.
Sage Allergy.
So I recently, in my personal and work life, had a beef with a hippie, which is kind of weird to say. You would think, how could you have beef with a hippie? Well, I don't know what it is, but in my life experience, for whatever reason, the hippies who are nose in the air, DMT and acid, dude. I don't know why you need to listen to that angry music. Fucking
just chill out, man.
Grateful Dead. And then suddenly at one moment they can't chill out anymore, and it's like eyeball twitching anger. So I fucking fuck Sage, fuck hippies, fuck 'em, fuck wooks. Like, do what you do, dog. I don't care. But this one hit me Somewhere special.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not saying that the song is about dissing hippies. I'm just saying for me it is, and that's my choice.
Yeah.
It's my choice and my promise. It offends me. Oh gosh. Now the song itself.
Yes.
Darby again hitting with 2 or 3 different registers.
Yeah.
This is some of his. I've listened to a good bit of his music, and this is his best work in my opinion.
Yeah, I've been impressed too because, again, the word refined, more established comes to mind. I think that's the word we used
more
earlier.
established is also very fair.
Yeah.
That's without a doubt. He's been more established since his time with Chapter 17. I'm sure Ouija's taught him a lot of different things, and just having experience with crowds, all this and that, making albums has, you can't replace experience.
Yeah, you can't.
Doesn't matter how talented you are, you got to have experience, and
Right.
clearly this dude pays attention, learns along the way.
Yeah.
And it's been, I remember telling Aaron Thurman, dude, for me, what will make this album special is if Darby takes it to another level.
Right.
And that is what has happened so far.
Yep.
And so I am utterly pleased. It's catchy.
Yeah.
On this song, Ouija, he's really good with timing, plain and simple, but he's super on time here.
Yeah, very intricate, I believe is the word I would personally use.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
On time with intricacy in lyric delivery.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think we both 2 thumbs up that one
2
as
thumbs
well.
up on that. And just in general, how this one specifically, it's hard to say because the whole thing is just so amazing so far, but it's definitely one of the more mellow tracks where both Ouija and Darby are kind of using their more lighter tone voices on this one.
Yeah, sure. And like we just had 2 or 3 songs in a row that were straight like concert pit tracks.
Exactly. So it's definitely a nice kind of balance of, the super hard shit and then kind of mellowing out a bit.
Yeah, right. I agree. And next, Anemoians. Anemoians.
Yeah.
Now, Anemoians. Let's play some of it first, and then we'll talk about it. It'd be easier that way. Anemoians, motherfuckers.
Anemoians.
Bam!
I know something is out there. Something is out there. There's a demon living inside of my tool shed. It's been fucking with me. I wonder what it'll do next. Pitch black eyes, sharp claws, dark blue flesh. I watch it cut its own nugget off and grow a new head. Is it an illusion? I don't think so. But then again, you never really know how these things go. Wake up in the morning and it's sitting on my chest, ripping up my flesh, then it lifts me out the bed. I was dragging my body down the hallway, all the way out of that house to the crawl space. Waiting for me was a girl with a doll's face. She said this ain't out, just a small taste. I'm nervous and trembling. They began my dismemberment, strip me down to my skeleton. Life or death is irrelevant. How the flames feel so cold as they engulf my soul. As they engulf my soul.
Sip that potion and everything slow. Phone almost never got 70% though. Young psycho, but to start that show. We just got demons all up in the mental. I'ma find out where the wicked ones go. I'ma find out where the wicked ones go. Now I am sinking up into the flow. Never could I have envisioned this low. I am below the flow and as above and so below. Ouija and Darby, Macabre and Heckles. Chalked out line, use your body for a stencil. Vessel of the wicked shit and I'ma get you. Let's go. RPG with a missile. Tickle. Chop that bone to the gristle. Why is my guardian angel the devil?
I knew I wasn't alone here. Wasn't alone here. Wasn't alone. I knew something was out there. Something was out there.
Anemoians.
Anemoians.
Take it away out the gate, sir.
Man, so what I really dig about this track is, again, it's another instance where we got some nice stuff with tone, but Darby out the gate with the double time. Double time.
Yeah.
Is amazing.
Yeah, he has certainly stepped up not only his rapping ability, content he talks about, ability, and just overall delivery.
Yes.
And that, for me, is what makes Anemoians. Ouija's great on it as well, but him on this song is the shit.
Oh yeah, and the fact that he goes into like the different tones very quick on this song. It's the normal pitch. I think it goes down to the lower tone and then back up to like the higher tone. So it's very quickly Darby flexing on him, as they'd say.
Yeah, as far as his abilities or capabilities, for that matter, with music, I mean, he's on it.
Oh yeah,
Anemoians. It's one of my favorites on the album. It definitely is. And after that, Need to Kill Someone.
Yeah.
Which also, if you haven't noticed, a theme in this record or on this record is fantastic hooks.
Yes.
So let's play him a little bit of Need to Kill Someone, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
As always. Back at you.
I'ma touch your brain. On the outside we look different, inside we the fucking same. Bodies trembling, convulsions, they start to succumb to pain. The news broadcasts of murders, but they don't know I'm the one to blame. Catch your face tag, let them know the tools of the trade. Spade, tip, shovel be the key to an early grave. Fucking around with a chapter, guaranteed to get your ass erased. You'll spend 17 days rotting in the acetate. Massive shake to the neck of those who chose to disrespect. Smash a glass bottle, twist a jagged edge into your chest. It looks like a trauma movie scene when I am ripping flesh. The sounds of screams and suffering. Please, what's living in my head? Dead body Darby, I'm a murder artist. Pull your soul, I leave a deserted carcass. Sight set on killing, buddy, you're the target. We stay lurking in the shadows, obscured by the darkness.
Catch you ripping through the flesh of human garbage. Mince me in the politician's office. Ouija been to hell, I ain't go to college. How that dead body smell is forbidden knowledge. So I'm on the creep, cause I know where they be, know where they sleep, and I've been watching for a week. Got the turkey breast unloaded and it's full of LSD. So before I end your life, I'm about to set your spirit free. Let's go. Open your eyes.
Alright, so out the gate again, this one with some of the more rock heavy themes.
Oh yeah, guitar right out the gate.
Yep, definitely our generation.
Yes.
Style of music that I don't know if there's someone I can put my finger on that it reminds me of, but sort of the hook aside, the bars, some of the stuff that 3-6 and ICP did with Killjoy Club.
Ooh, yeah.
It has that beat-wise, that type of sound. Mm-hmm. Also, Darby, Ouija as well, but Darby in particular goes from double time to his regular timing.
Yeah.
And switches his tonal register 2 or 3 times in the same verse, which is a lot of skill to do.
It is.
To actually apply that to a real song.
Right.
You know, so for me, that's what sticks out. Darby is absolutely shining on this record, and Ouija in his verse also switches it up a couple times, just very temporarily, but it works really well with the lyrical content he's putting out in the song.
Oh yeah.
And that chorus, just need to kill someone. I think it's time. I just need to kill someone. So it's very catchy as well. Like we said, with the kind of rock heavy beat.
Yeah.
That's what I think on it. And for me, it's at least a thumbs up, if not 2.
I'd give it 2 also because, you've got the guitar, and I remember when I initially listened to it, I didn't expect Ouija to, sing on it like that. It makes it...
Yeah, no, and he's great when he sings like that, dude.
And it almost makes it a more, intense rock hip-hop ballad because of how Ouija sings on it. And then it switches Darby just doing his thing, and then Ouija's verse right after. And it's also interesting because it kind of makes the format not what we're used to. It's usually, hook, verse, hook, but we've got hook, verse, and then back to the hook. So I also thought that was fresh.
Yeah, I do too. It's a slight change of pace so that it doesn't blend together too much.
Right.
Gives you enough difference between tracks. No, it's Anemoia for me so far. It's absolutely my favorite of his collabs.
Oh, I agree too. It's so good.
And Darby has delivered, which is what we needed him to do.
Oh yeah.
For this record to work. Now, the next track, So I'm not going to pronounce this right. I'm sure someone can correct us, but it's called, here you go, corpse01.mdl. So I don't know if that's like slang to a file name or if I just don't have good enough internet speak, but Corpse 01, Corpse 02. Here we are to talk about it. So Corpse 01 and followed by other letters in the alphabet. Here you go.
Yeah.
Play it.
We about the shit you talking, see a bigot, we gon' drop 'em, got the stick and we gon' mop 'em, ain't no soda, but I'm pop 'em, knuckle up and I'ma sock 'em, if these pussies want a problem, jumper cables to your nipples, talking tough until I shock 'em, I'ma tell you like I told 'em, hate your precious and I'm gun 'em, can't explain the way I kill 'em, so I fucked around and showed 'em, lawn show that motherfucker, if he's stepping I'ma fold 'em, bitches nipple on my scrotum, cause they know I'm chosen, we got work to do, we got work to do, we got work to do, yeah, we got work to do.
Dirty devilish, deity demon opposite the god. Several seraphims in my head screaming, I want them to stop. Baseball bat with the nails and they call that shit my magic wand. All black bag that I put you in, transpose souls to the beyond. Take me back home to my gutter, I live in the sewer drain, where I spend most of my days evading the human race. My rage is what fuels my ways, my blade will remove your face. Slam a hammer on your skull repeatedly until it breaks, bitch.
We got work to do. We got work to do. We got work to do. Yeah, we got work to do.
So Corpse 01.md something L. We're just gonna have to be corrected, stand corrected, and be okay with that, and we're fine. But this is ironically one of my favorite songs on this record.
Yep.
And one of the things I want to say with this song having played is the other Ouija collaborative albums, so with Triz, Golden BSP, Ricky Hill, a lot like Problem Children, a lot of it sounded like songs that they certainly did together, but there wasn't really a specific sound for that album. To me, almost like two dudes getting together recording songs without any particular direction. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm sure they had one. But Anemoia sounds like it has a specific sound.
Oh, most definitely.
Like the whole album is cohesive with, like, the songs are cohesive.
Yes.
To where you would identify them as Anemoia recordings.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds intentional. It sounds like something they put together to sound like something specific.
Right, like it all has the same theme and not just put together.
And that's how Detritus is, Stale Wind, Fallen Angelic,
right,
Gutter Water, on and on.
Yeah, exactly.
And with Ouija solos, or Creek for Darby, this has that, like, the work was put in to make it Anemoia and sound Anemoia all the way through. Yeah. Timing is another thing that sticks out with this record just as a whole, and you hear it too. We got work to do. We got work to do. That chorus, very catchy again. Yeah. That's another thing that we're noticing with this record. Mm-hmm. Is it has a lot of catchy nature to it. Yes. Whether it's the beat and production, or whether it's lyrically, or just the sonic nature of it.
Yeah, and I was going to say, I think actually this does have both. Like, both the catchy hooks. Like, it's almost... Yeah. It's almost 1 and 1. Like, this has both. Like, so
it's
far,
really good.
Yeah, like, every song has a catchy hook. And I love it because, as you and I have discussed, catchy hooks, you remember those songs the most because they are catchy, they stick in your head, and especially if those verses are memorable, which all of them have.
Exactly, especially the last part of what you said. We live in an era where everyone just wants catchy hook, and then the rapper says 4 different words, ho, bitch, money, nutsack, or something, over and over. Right. And that doesn't do it for us, man. No, it doesn't do it for us. You got to rap your ass off in between there. Yeah. And they're giving us the very catchy hooks, rock stuff, which almost reminds you of kind of our childhood era. Yeah. And also rapping their asses off with time flow switches. Mm-hmm. And all of that. It's delivering on every fucking chord that early 30, mid 30 something would want. Exactly. And I just, this album so far has been what I needed it to be for me to sit here and talk about it the way we're talking about it.
Yeah, and I agree, dude.
Ain't disappointed. So next on the list, we have. Hold on now. Fuck off, Bose. Graveyard Shift.
Hey.
And we'll get to show some of the music video because this one had a music video.
Yeah.
As a single release. So we're going to show you some of Graveyard Shift, the music video, and then we will come back and talk about it because this is also, again, one of my favorite songs off Anemoia.
Yes. So good.
Graveyard Shift, Darby O'Trill, Ouija Macc. Get some.
Graveyard Shift.
The green who's creeping up out of the cut. Blood of a demon and gin in my cup. Came with the heat, but I'm keeping it tucked. Speak to the dead when I'm ripping up blood. The moon will rise forever, block out the rays of the sun. Cut a fuckboy into fractions and paint my face with their blood. Being vegan with my OG, break bread with my day ones only. Got no time for jabronis or fake ass backstabbing homies. Done said I'm juggalonely, so don't think you'll get to know me. By the time you think we close, I'll put your ass 6 feet below me, Wody. I've been digging these graves for days. 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 I've been digging.
Ha! This music video. Ooh. We just showed you a little bit of it. We're going to show you. We're going to split up a little bit. Darby there first, then we'll give you some Ouija. But first off, look, I think this, we should say this. We should say this out loud and publicly. With a lot of the collaborative albums, and look, we know we are not alone. It has felt like, okay, like Problem Children. Yeah, I like it, but Ouija's what carries it.
Yep.
Right?
Carries a lot.
He carries it. And on this one, it sounds like Darby is not only doing his job, and it's not just like famous name Ouija Macc featuring person.
Right.
It's an A1.
Exactly. Darby's holding his weight.
He is holding right. That's the way to put it. He is holding his weight and then some.
Yep.
This guy is a hook master.
Yes.
And again, as we hear there, his ability to vocal switch is so
amazing.
Fucking impressive.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's auto-tune. I think that's just his ability to go gutter with it, guttural with his voice, and then up into it. I've been digging, ooh, yeah. In the chorus, it's just again catchy.
Yes,
great bars,
substance,
absolute
substance.
That's the word, substance. So, and the video is entertaining. It's like like a short movie, right?
Oh yeah.
Now we get into Ouija's verse here, which we're gonna play some, and I got some things to say about that myself.
Hey.
So I've been digging, ooh.
Digging graves, dig a ditch. We gon' fit way more bodies in that bitch. Broke the handle off the shovel, smacking bodies with the stick. I remember when the smell of death would make me sick, but I'm so much better now. C-17's sweating now, silence never ready now. Everything is working now, yeah. And them bodies piling up, digging holes in the moonlight. Then we fill them up.
I've been digging these graves for days. 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 Oh man, Ouija in his bag right out the gate.
Yes.
I'm paraphrasing slightly, but I give up digging graves. I'ma dig a ditch, cause we gonna fit way more bodies in that bitch. Like, so, and the way they show that in the video too.
Oh, I love how
like the visualization of an actual ditch.
Yeah, like, and then cut right to the ditch is so
and then
well
they
done.
go grab the bodies out of the trunk as he's spitting that and dump them in.
Yeah,
fuck digging a grave. We gonna dig a ditch. We gonna fit way more bodies in that bitch. And broke the shovel, left nothing with the stick, and beaten. I forget the exact lyrics, but it just flows so great.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's some of his
Ouija's kind of a unique guy to me in that, like, Violent J is known for his storytelling. If you had to ask people, like, stylistically, what he's known for the best is storytelling. And I would say Ouija too.
I'd say that too.
But in a newer style. And in the early days of him with Psychopathics, so like 18, I was like, okay, you know, I felt like some of his songs, like Killaho Tribe Anthem, stuff like that, and then Dirtbag, Monster vs. Man, I was like, wow, this guy's a fucking straight poet. And then other stuff, I was like, maybe this is just too new school for me. I don't know, being an older person. But man, his growth and how he's fused these things together in a way that is attractive to such a large group of juggalos in particular, and beyond the juggalo community itself.
Oh yeah,
is fucking great. I mean, he checks so many boxes in a manner that so few artists do.
Exactly.
So again, props to Darby on the hook and going in so many different pockets and spaces and making it work. And Ouija doing what he does best, but in some ways better than ever. I mean, this shit was awesome. When this came out, I was like, oh, this is it.
Oh yeah,
I sent it to you like a little after midnight, knowing you'd probably wake up to it.
Oh yeah,
and said, no, check this out. This is, I think we're in for one. We got a recap and review coming here, brother.
Yeah, no, and I remember I checked out that video and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
This is gonna demand recap and review episode.
Oh yeah,
you know, all of it has been awesome. Now, also, what is it? I don't want to forget the one lyric. I think it's in Graveyard Shift. Got no time for jabronis or backstabbing fake homies.
Yes.
I'm paraphrasing slightly, but got no time for jabronis or fake ass backstabbing homies.
Yeah. Oh, I love that, and especially as
choice.
As a wrestling fan, I love the word jabroni usage. You know, Iron Sheik used it in the rhyme with it. Yeah, like that was excellent to me.
No time for jabronis or backstabbing fake ass homies.
Yeah.
Oh man, so fucking fun. So Graveyard Shift, that's that. Now this one, goddamn, this is gonna fuck me up. Jokaroholio. So it's a reference to an old song, a lyric on, I want to say it's Beverly Kills, where Jay refers to himself as a Jokaro. That's where the reference comes from.
Okay.
Jokaroholio. So kind of like Cornholio and Jokaro. Y'all go ahead and do it for y'all. I'll go ahead and... I am the great Cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole and Jokaros for my songololios. Cool. Yeah, well, hit it. I have to look at it to read it. Jokaroholio.
Yeah, that one.
It's one of those things like where I go like this and I want to say it and I'm like, I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, I was looking at it too. I'm like,
and I'm like, yeah, Jokaro. We can Jokaro. I believe it's from Beverly Kills. Jokaroholio. You've got it. Hit it on play.
Holio.
Another certified jug classic.
Tried to cut my wrist, bent the blade, purgatory renegade. Told her come and give me in the end, I've never been afraid. Back in the day, they used to treat me like Jason at Camp Crystal Lake. I chose to drift away, now I'm smoked out sipping lemonade. When I talk about a swamp, what the fuck you think I mean? We really got it out, the mother muck was up above our knees. Blood all on my hands and tears I shed, they burn like acid rain. They used to treat me like a clown, now look who's fucking laughing, man.
It looks like the joke's on you. Ha 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 ha. It looks like the joke's on you. Ha 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 ha. It looks like the joke's on you. Ha 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 ha. It looks like the joke's on you. Ha 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 ha.
It looks like the joke's on you. Broken, stabbing, slashing you. Yeah. And if Darby's laughing, then I guess I'm laughing too. Fuck you gon' do? You a buffoon. We are the tomb. Under the moon. We are the doom. How to consume. You got to prove your fruit of the looms. I just got these shrooms. Shorty filling up balloons. Feel it creeping in my lungs. She on my weenie with the buns. Just can't spell funeral without a little bit of fun. But you had it going on. Really, you the funny one.
It looks like the joke's on you. Ha 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 ha. It looks like the joke's on you. Ha 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 ha. It looks like the joke's on you. Ha 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 ha.
Jokaroholio.
Yeah.
Going back to some of the rock pocket.
Yes.
Another thing I really like with this song, speaking just for myself, you can speak for yours, is with the chorus. and Hook, the layering they did with Darby's voice, they got him going ha 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 ha, so super high pitch, and then has him super low as well at the same time. It's layered so well in the production. I assume it's Devereaux here again. My hat is off to Devereaux. Oh yeah, man is one hell of a producer. It has the shit talking. It keeps kind of the anthem stuff going. Yeah, exactly. And go ahead.
And I was gonna say, to really add to your point about the hook, like I almost want to say when it was like that high ha 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 ha, I don't even know if that it did sound like Darby, but it sounded like extremely higher than normal. I was like, did they pitch that?
He can do that. If you listen to Creek, there are certain choruses and or ad libs where he can go that high with his natural voice.
God, I would have thought that was pitched up, or that they had a little girl come in the studio and hit the ha ha ha.
Well, it definitely isn't the second. It's possible that it was pitched a little, but I'm telling you, I've followed him enough, listened to enough of his music. I can tell you he has an extraordinarily wide range of tone. Or depth of voice.
Yeah, that's so amazing to me, because I just off top, I was thinking, I was like, is that Darby, or is that like some like pitch change or something different, you know? Like I wasn't 100% sure there.
I mean, I don't want to say they didn't turn some knob a little bit. It's possible, but I can tell you I've heard him go from those levels on other stuff.
Yeah.
So,
no, I mean, I believe it.
I've talked to the dude, and his normal voice is exactly what you think it would sound like his speaking voice.
Right.
Is that middle area.
Yeah.
But he can also go down into like a basement of...
Oh, yeah, and I totally believe.
In his chest, but
yeah.
I myself can go to a pretty high voice level if I really want to.
Yeah.
Mickey, my name is Mickey Corey fucking Mouse. I will kill you, bitch.
Ho ho, Mickey, ho ho.
Yeah, see, and the fact that you could just do that makes my point even further. That was terrifying. Anyway, Jokaraholio.
Yeah.
We're with it. It's
yeah, dude.
It's right on par. Keeps it moving.
Yes.
Definitely not a skippable. It's not my favorite track on the album, but it remains catchy. It has some lines in it that make me laugh as a juggalo.
Like the fun without the... You can't have fun without the funeral, or
you can't have funeral without the fun.
Yes, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that line.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites on this track, too. You can't have a funeral without a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
Yep, that's on. Now, up next was another single they did. There's no video for it, but was... I can't remember if Graveyard Shift was first or COBRATOXIN. The next track... COBRATOXIN, one of my favorites on this whole record.
Oh yeah,
it is fucking hot. So, Bryce, COBRATOXIN, hit him with it.
COBRATOXIN. Bam. Might be so hot, it might take my chapter 17 sweatshirt off.
Yeah, it probably will.
Don't you be leaving out the facts. Disrespect the squad, your West gon' leave inside a bag. You see that crescent moon with the hatchet hanging off it. You hear the bass boom, then appears the painted prophets. Open up the tomb, now we making a deposit. Chapter 17. They ain't riding with us and it's fuck 'em. If they ain't 17 and we don't trust them, now. They want it, they can get it, no discussion. We gon' drop them in the hole that we dug them.
Man, COBRATOXIN.
Ooh, again, I said it was so hot I'd have to take my sweatshirt off. God damn.
It is, and, also, I like when you show skin. So, there's that. No, we wish we were, believe me. Now, look, dude, I feel like I'm getting repetitive, and I'm not trying to, but Darby, I gotta give him some version of an AWR award for this record.
I agree, man.
Like in the NBA, there's Rookie of the Year, there's Most Improved Player of the Year, there's Sixth Man of the Year, there's Most Valuable Player of the Year. Dog, he gets Most Improved Player of the Year and probably Sixth Man of the Year award.
I absolutely agree.
For someone whose name is not Violent J, it's not Shaggy 2 Dope, and it's not Ouija Macc, he gets both the Sixth Man of the Year award from me and the Most Improved Player of the year.
I'd agree with that all day.
Like, seriously, I know he's a bit younger than us.
Yeah.
And good on him. That leaves you space to grow. The older you get, the less you change. It's just a rule of time.
Yep. And
this guy has clearly been willing to listen to his peers, mentors, guys he's been touring with. Three-Headed Monster, Revelations Tour. He's willing to live and learn. Yep. And it's one thing to say it, it's another thing to do it.
Absolutely.
I just absolutely salute him for that.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to get too repetitive, but I think where we are now, we're getting towards the back end of the album. I can already say that.
And I agree with that too, especially again to be able to change your tone so much, and especially so rapidly within a verse while you're mid-bar or mid-line. Like, that takes some serious talent. Like, that is not something you learn just overnight. You really have to practice at that.
Right, like, you can't just put a beat on and just write to it that way. You have to really take your time, and it's like sewing. Yeah, right?
Exactly.
You have to put stitches together and make it work. Now, Ouija. His verse, which we're about to play in a moment. So, he doesn't say any specific names that I've caught, but I believe this is, no matter how you feel, it is a whole-ass verse towards Cody Manson, who recently dissed Ouija. We're not even going to play that shit. I don't really even give a fuck. Like, I don't... Talk about being jealous, dog. We get it. You wish you were. But sounds an awful lot like a response based on what I know of Cody Manson. Yeah. And again, I'm not really hating on Cody Manson. I'm just stating the facts. I'm almost positive this is a response to that ninja. Yeah. And maybe a couple others in there too. Mm-hmm. There are unfortunately a lot of people within the Juggalo community that think they deserve more. Right. It's like a weird version of jealousy. They look at someone and, props, dog, dap, you killing it, dog. And in reality, they're like, man, I deserve everything he fucking...
Yep.
Like,
oh, yeah, all like the fucking time.
It's like the weirdest version of envy. Like, that exists within the music and Juggalo community. Passive-aggressive would be a phrase that comes to mind. Yeah. So, and it's also funny as fuck, to be honest. Like, this response. You know, we're not speaking for Ouija, but to us, it came off as a pretty direct response to Cody Manson and whatever the hell his song is called, dissing Ouija. And I mean, I vibe with it. I'll say that.
Oh, I do too. Especially Ouija coming out with the clickety clack line, which of course I like for several reasons. As King Clickety Clack over here, but in a good way, not in the clickety clack talking shit way.
Right? He means in an editing Chinese hacker. I'll get it done, Corey. I swear by Wednesday. Manner, not. I love you and hate you at the same time because I haven't been as successful. Why won't you do the verse, dog? Is 4,000 not enough? Don't you have time? I swear, I know you have a microphone on your bus. Please, I'm big, dog. I've played in many cities in the Midwest, sir. And Ouija's just like, if I had a dime for every time. There we go. That's my reenactment. Why don't we just play it for him instead of annoying people?
Yeah,
here we go.
Let's play it.
Here we go. Ouija's verse, which we believe is Cody Manson response and maybe a few others. Yeah. Here you go. Don't hound dog, y'all. Just listen, review, and enjoy music. And if you make music, make it.
Exactly.
And move on.
Yep. Leave all that extra shit out. Just make music.
Goddamn right. And with that, I swing my bat to COBRATOXIN.
Fucking lames on the internet, just clickety clacking. They talking this and that and piss and moan to get a reaction. It's not my fault you lame as fucking. You ain't got no traction. You ain't got the fraction of the passion in that wicked assassin. So why your daddy raise a bitch? You should probably ask him. Cause if I ended up like you, I would probably slap him. You bitches make a lot of noise, making nothing happen. Paragraph, Instagram captions with your pussy flapping. I sell out shows in your city. You can't draw a bath. You talking about you on the road, bitch. Don't make me laugh. You should be honest about the reason why you really mad. Because I didn't do a verse for your corny ass. I did that motherfucking grave.
So there we go. Ouija's verse on COBRATOXIN.
Yes.
Clearly addressing certain individuals, probably generalized in some other areas towards other people, but certainly specific in its own right as well. One of the lyrics I personally just love, I just think it's clever and it entertains me, is, I sell out shows in your city, you can't draw a bath. That's what I say. You?
I mean, the clickety clack line, that's right up there for me.
Yeah, well, we always call you the king of clickety clacks.
Right.
Just in a different manner.
Exactly.
There's different forms of king of clickety clacks.
There is.
There's hating ass Juffs, and then there's guys who stay up 3 days in a row, getting maybe 2 hours of sleep each day to edit a video.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about a record that they love.
Yep.
That is this king of clickety clacks right here. My man.
Yeah.
Beat a man. So COBRATOXIN is one I know that you and I were both really looking forward to on this list getting down the line. Now, what is next, though? Because I don't have my phone next to me. Oh, no, hold on. I have it in my pocket.
Next, we got...
Worrywarts, right?
Worrywarts. Yes, we do.
Worrywarts. Yep. Worrywarts. I always love that term because ever since I was a child, I've been called a worrywart, which is probably fair. Probably is.
Yeah.
So I will live with it. But the song itself, let's play it and we'll come right on back to you. Worrywarts, Anemoia, Darby O'Trill, Ouija Macc. Play it.
The Macc Man.
I ain't worried about the next man, so why you worried about me? Why you worried about me? You should focus on your next plan and quit worrying about me. Quit worrying about me. Came up out the bullshit like a motherfucking mushroom. Used to be the jib pushing dope outside the lunchroom. If you ain't with the click, all I gotta say is fuck you. But for the ones that sound much love and dub whoops, blunt fumes pouring out the wide open sunroof. Wicked shit bumping out the ride as we come through. We could keep it chill, dude, or we can make the blood ooze. Young Jug, show no hesitation, they will bust you. We believe in letting all our actions do the speaking. That's why we out on tour and you just rapping on the weekends. My hair long, tatted up, jugged out, Jesus. The spinal fluid smoothie got these old heads tweaking. They pissed that I ain't hiding shit, they calling me a junkie. But at Gache they frying while I'm sober, ain't it funny? They pissed off that we shining, what's wrong with Jugs getting money? If you think I ain't deserve my spot, pussy, come take it from me. I ain't worried about the next man, so why you worried about me? Why you worried about me? And quit worrying about me. Quit worrying about me.
Call your motherfucking mama, don't be calling me. Feeling like a movie, have these fuckers watching me. It's all love when these motherfuckers talk to me. But when I'm gone, they be struggling with jealousy. Emulation, perpetration, feeling like a mockery. Ouija keep a foot up in they ass just like sodomy. Yeah, chapter 17, the colony. Gotta be, we are all the pages in the prophecy. All I ever been was a down ass low. Catch it in my hand, 10 toes on the floor. How you think I made it to the carnival, ho? How you think I made it to the carnival, ho? I've been down so bad that I slept outside. Stay fucked up, now my brain's still fried. Get brain in the Tesla, charging up the ride. You that Juff ass bitch trying to pull me back, right?
I ain't worried about the next man, so why you worried about me? Why you worried about me?
Worrywarts. The mark of a great record for myself personally, or one great indicator, is when I have trouble picking a favorite song. When I have trouble picking a favorite song off an album,
It's a good sign.
It says a lot.
Yeah,
right?
it's a good problem to have.
Yeah, right. Good problem to have.
Yeah.
For me, this is right now. My opinion could change tomorrow, but Worrywarts is probably my favorite. It's very melodic. Again, you have Darby hitting different notes in the chorus. Hook master. I mean, over and over. Like the dude really makes it rain and dance with this.
Oh yeah.
And oh gosh, I could go all over the place with my thoughts on this. I think Darby makes a great point with his verse, the first verse. You know, if you ain't think I deserve my spot, then come take it from me.
Yep.
That's a pretty goddamn fair opinion to fucking have. Because there, and as Ouija goes on to talk about jealousy within the community, it's a real thing, man. There's a lot of people within the Juggalo community that want to say, oh yeah, you're like, he's fucking, either it'll go like this online, he's fucking whack, like dude's fucking blah blah blah, this, that. Yep. And then if, God forbid, they get a chance to shake the dude's hand, man, props, dude, I really liked such and such song from such and such, double, triple daps, hugs, can I have a kiss too? Please? Land it right here.
Use a little tongue.
Yeah. I hope not.
I mean, I hope not, but I'm just saying.
That'd be some Nicholas Foster shit right there. Yeah, I'm saying names. I don't even give a fuck. He calls him Squeegee Macc, and then he's also selling some of his older charms for hundreds of dollars. Yeah, you know who you are, right?
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Yep.
Don't need to do all the names. But seriously, Worry Warts is fucking great. It touches on... All of us creatives, all of us who do anything that we put out to the world, wonder how we're going to be perceived.
Exactly.
It's a human nature thing.
Yeah.
No matter how confident you are, you can't... Like, Juvenile couldn't put out ha or back that ass up every time.
Yeah, no,
right?
not at all.
Part of what makes it special, why 400 Degrees is special, right? So you always have this inner dialogue with yourself about whether it's good enough or not, and people play on that like a fiddle to a degree that is almost cruel.
Yeah.
And this, to me, is an answer to that from the inside voice of these two gentlemen.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, dude. Especially, you have Darby. There was a specific line. I'm gonna kind of paraphrase it. Essentially, mentioning how they're doing the shit. They're going on tours while others ain't doing shit
rapping
at all.
On the weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, thank you. Rapping on the weekends, and I think this song really does a great job of distinguishing, who's, as we would say, who's really about it versus those who just talk, no action behind the words.
Yeah, and which, again, another bar by Darby, we let our actions do the talking, or I'm paraphrasing slightly, but that's what he says.
Yeah.
We let our actions do the talking around here.
Yep.
And they certainly are with Anemoia.
Oh, yeah.
This is my favorite like, you take two solo artists, so not two guys from two groups, but two solo artists, and put them together, two totally different sounds at that.
Yeah. And
put them together, and it's a fucking hit.
Yeah, man.
It's a fucking hit so far.
It's like peanut butter and jelly, man. It goes so well together.
Straight the fuck up. And personally, I'm leaving the crust on. I want it all.
Yeah,
it's been great. Up next, I know this is one of your personal favorites, and mine as well, but especially yours. Death of a Summer.
Ah, yes.
As we get towards the tail end of this album. Death of a Summer. Let's play some of it. We'll get back to you. Death of a Summer as we come upon summer.
Yeah.
Can't keep my focus. Lately I'm just going through the motions. I'm sick of all the pain, I try to smoke it all away. It's like I'm stuck inside a mosh pit with the voices in my brain. Throw me in the grave, at least I know that I'll be safe. I've been running my whole life, but from myself I can't escape. Born with a shovel and a juggalo face. It's a lonely path I walk, but the moon will light the way. Into the breeze I fade, I'm like a ghost without a name. Who am I to say that it's too late for things to change?
Lately I'm accepting it will never be the same. Who am I to question what the universe arranged? Throw it all away for some equivalent exchange. No, it sounds strange, I've been welcoming the pain. Spent so much time tripping on nothing, it's a condition. I could be suffering in a position, I could do something. Body a temple, heart in the dungeon. I could be living in expectations, and I've been working on making assumptions. Hope is just hopelessness coming. Hope is just hopelessness coming.
Burnt out, feeling hopeless. Lately I'm just going through the motions. My soul's been broken. Lately I'm just going through the motions.
A word that comes to mind as we come back here. Cohesion.
Ah, great word choice.
Like we've said, many of the songs on some of the other collaborative efforts that Ouija has done have been great. Then there's been some you go leave or take and stuff like that, where maybe the cohesion isn't quite all the way there or whatever. This, it sounds like two people on the same page, man. Two different skill sets, same common goal.
Yeah.
And that's what we're getting out of this record. Again, this is a song that is more in the melodic area versus some of the more like rock harder stuff that we got a little bit earlier on.
Yeah.
Death of a Summer, as we're talking about, like it. Man, I think it's something that a lot of ninjas could relate to. There's a lot of juggalos with small businesses, things they're trying to come up on, etc. Myself included, ourselves included, with All Wrongs Reserved, the pepper powders, everything else.
The music.
You know, right. Yeah. For you, music, you know, feeling like you're going through the motions.
Absolutely.
Hard to come up with that creative energy at times, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they took that feeling or energy and made a song with it. I can't think of anything more beautiful than that.
Yeah, same,
you know?
dude. And
I wish I knew how to do that.
Yeah, and especially for it to be a more personal song, it almost reminds me in a way just of the format usually of Ouija's albums since Dirtbag, like kind of the more hard hitting stuff, and then it kind of closes out with these melodic
like
songs.
Dirtbag, Monster vs. Man.
Yes.
Feeling awful.
Yeah.
Or awful. Yeah.
Yeah, it like follows that. This album has followed that exact format, and it's been nice because the things that make you feel
different enough.
It's different. It's definitely different enough.
I know what you mean.
It's a nice familiar feeling too of like it follows this format that we know and love from Ouija, and Darby getting in on that just adds to the shit we know from Chapter 17.
You don't fix what ain't broken, and also you have to keep things fresh.
Yep.
Now it can be difficult to do those two things at the same time.
Right.
And here you have two people, and I think when you put them together, you get that. I'm sure Darby brought many ideas for songs, beats, production to the table, versus other ones I felt like it was Ouija Macc, and Ricky Hill's here too, or Ouija Macc and Golden BSP. He apparently has a Xanax pill in his foreskin, but until a later date, news at 9.
And again at 11.
Right, and again at 11. And we're really not trying to hate on those records. It's not that, again, we didn't do all that work, like reviewing in them and all that to bullshit you. There was stuff we loved on those records.
Yeah.
But as far as cohesion, when you think, that's what a collaborative effort is supposed to be.
Exactly. It's supposed to be cohesive and not feeling like
one person's carrying.
Yeah, or as two people coming together, but they sound completely different, so it sounds not cohesive. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. It just works. I mean, I'm sure we could come up with bigger words, and we'll talk about it with y'all in the chat and the comments and stuff, and we'll have better vocabulary. But this is all, off top of our heads as we listen to it with y'all.
Yep.
So now we only have one song left.
Yeah.
Okay, and this will follow that kind of format, as we've heard, with Ouija. Crossing Over.
Yes.
Crossing Over, the final track. We're going to play some of it for you, come back, talk about it, final recap and review, and then we'll get out of your damn face.
Yeah.
So, Crossing Over, Anemoia, Darby, Ouija.
Alone when I roam, I got scars on my soul. I can't go home, cause I got no home. I don't even know how I got so low. Yesterday feels like 3 years ago. Today I woke up, I was 6 feet below. I don't wanna die, but I'll go with the flow. Life goes by as time moves slow. I'm just guided by the light of the blue moon's glow. Somewhere on this planet's gotta be the place where I belong. Somewhere on this planet's gotta be the place where I belong. Somewhere on this planet's gotta be the place where I belong. Somewhere on this planet's gotta be the place where I belong. All right. Just dropped my phone. It's all good. All wrongs reserved. We ain't editing that out.
Yeah,
Crossing Over, track 17 of Anemoia.
Yes.
Darby O'Trill, Ouija Macc. We're also gonna play this out at the end of the video too. Man, one of the things I said to you when we were listening to it was, this reminds me of if like Blink 182 also rapped back in the day.
Yeah.
And I mean that with the utmost, like, respect
No,
in the
I
world.
get what you mean. It has that early 2000s rock vibe to it. Like, it has that exact
late
vibe.
90s, early 2000s rock vibe where... and only certain artists seem to be able to properly pull this off. The rock and rap thing.
Yeah,
and
it's a hard act to balance.
Not in a new metal sense. We're not talking about Limp Bizkit or...
Limp Bizkit!
Yeah, DJ Limp. Oh, Eminem's mad at us.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
Eminem's still mad at us.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
Now, we don't mean it in that way. We just mean like there's... It seems like certain folks, certain artists have unlocked... the lock with a specific key from their damn soul of how to properly do that. And it's catchy. It's relatable, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I think to a lot of us in a beautiful, painful way. Or painful, beautiful way. Take your pick. Reverse them, whatever.
I get exactly what you mean. And just thinking about that just out loud, like, who doesn't have that worry about feeling like they don't belong somewhere and feeling lost? Like, I think that's why it's a relatable song, because everyone, I don't care who the fuck you are, everyone has felt that way at one time or another.
Particularly juggalos.
Yes.
And
especially us jugs.
Yeah, and... I think it's what we love about the Juggalo community.
Yeah.
It has its problems. Lord knows. You can go and Google or YouTube Juggalo content creators. And I ain't saying all of them. There's plenty of great ones out there too. But there's so much beef and drama bullshit that just... It's like, man, this isn't what I'm fucking here for.
Yeah.
And so what we try to do, along with, like Humble Among, many others... It's just try to bring you something that feels like where you belong.
Exactly.
And that's what this song is.
Yes.
And I love it for that. For many other reasons, but for that most of all.
Oh, yeah.
And many of the other reasons are right within the lyrics. I couldn't say it no better.
I could never.
I couldn't say it no better. So we're going to play it out here at the end. But as far as our recap and review, for me, so we go on the 10-point scale, right, over here. It would be horrendous and impossible for me to give it less than a 9. What I debate is that 9.5. Which one of those? For me, it's 9.5. It's not a 10. It's not like the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
But it ain't far off from truly great. It's really, really good.
Oh, yeah. I'd agree with that.
It's really, really good.
And for me,
So 90, 95 out of 100.
I think I'd lean exactly at 95. That 9.5 out of 10. I would personally lean there. This is a rarity for me, and very rarely do I say this. Front to back, amazing. And
yeah.
And again, it's,
beats, production, lyrics versus cohesiveness.
Exactly. And like you said,
am I missing anything? I'm sure I am.
No, I mean, at least at the moment, you're not missing anything.
Sure.
But I'd agree, like, it'd be horrendous to put it anything lower than a 9. But I'm also with you in that, it's a 10. I don't want to say that'd be generous, but you always want a little more from an album, right?
Sure.
And I think, I won't say an extra track. I think 17 for obvious reasons is fine.
Well, 17 and 52 minutes. That was another thing I appreciated, is it's not too short. Sometimes with newer music, songs are shorter.
Yeah.
And I think it just fits right in pocket. 17 tracks, 52 minutes. What I would do to make it a 10, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of something, and I can't.
But I just know that it's in that 90-95 out of 100. Which would be 9.0, 9.5.
Yeah.
And it is exponentially, I'll say this, it's better than a lot of things we've heard in recent history.
Oh, yeah. I agree with that.
Within the Juggalo and just rap community in general. And it's something for so speaking on the collaborative albums from Ouija, bar none my favorite. Like, that's not even...
Oh, yeah.
I don't think any of the others get above, like, an 8. 8.5 at best.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, that one there. Not that it needs to be compared to those, but since we're talking about that, that is the topic. And for Darby, again, most improved player of the year.
Absolutely.
Sixth man of the year. Like, this dude is a great musician, and he's a really fun person. He's honest, respectful. You get the guy that you get on the album.
Yes.
And he's beyond kind. He'll take his time, etc. Yet he's not no fool neither. You know, he's been coached by some of the best.
Absolutely.
He has his own set of skills that many other people don't have, can't dream of.
Yep.
And he's put in the work.
Exactly.
And we got to respect that. So, as where he's been a guy that I've had a little bit of criticism for with his bars, I've always said he's been great live. He has some great songs. He's had some that I could like leave or take, meaning like meh to me.
Right.
And everything on this is fucking fire, and a significant portion of that is due to him.
Yes.
Versus just Ouija carrying a guy.
Right.
It's not that. It is two guys giving their all as a collaborative effort.
Equally, too.
Yes.
Absolute equals.
Yeah, so I think we're both in the same area. Give it a 9.0, 9.5. It's been one of the more fun records for us to talk about if you listen to. It's fucking 4:42 in the morning, and we couldn't be happier than to do this shit.
Hell yeah.
So if you fuck with us
in any way,
shape or form, hit the subscribe button and make sure you set notifications to all so you don't miss something when we go live or put out a new episode. And we appreciate y'all for your time. If you made it to the end, seriously, salute. Thanks for listening to what we had to say. And whatever you think of the album, please drop it below.
Let us know.
Double Whoops Forever.
Yes, sir.
Clown Love. And Chapter 17 Forever.
Yeah.
With that said, these two lazy and crazy motherfuckers are out of here.
We out of here.
Deuces.
AWR.
AWR.
Peace.
I don't feel it.